Hey guys, what's going on? It's Cody here again with Hawken Tech SS, and in this video what I'm going to be looking at is just another part of the streaming journey here, and that is video input. And so, if you don't have a webcam, you're just getting started off in streaming. Let's say that you have a camera. In this case, I've got a Nikon D7200 just because, I've started getting into photography more here lately. But anyways, I was really curious, can you use your Nikon camera as a webcam? And more specifically for game streaming, which is what I'm going to be using it for. And surprisingly, after a little digging, it looks like Nikon does have a few ways that they recommend doing that. First is USB plug and play. Second is HDMI output, but that's going to require a video capture device. Which I heard are in extremely high demand right now due to the pandemic. So as more people are working from home, they're finding uses for these devices in their daily life and to help them with work even. So for this case, I've got a USB cable for my camera, and it looks like they recommend software like Ecamm Live for Mac, vMix for PC, or SparkoCam for PC. What I'm going to download is vMix, and actually I already had that pulled up here. So, but they do live production and streaming software. So I figured if Nikon recommends it, then why not give it a shot myself? So if you go to download, they actually offer a free version of this. Now, granted, the resolution that it's going to provide is extremely slow. It's still free. They do have upgrades available, and actually I can find those here. Here we go. So this is their software comparison table, and you can see that they have the free version, which is a maximum resolution of 768 by 576 in regards to your output. Your basic HD is going to be 1080p, 1920 by 1080. That's $60. Now at this point, with the Delgado game capture and other capture cards being sold out, or just very hard to get a hold of, this might be a more cost-friendly option to you. Now it starts to get a little pricier whenever you want more options with this, so we're back down to a standard definition resolution for $150. That seems a little bit high to me. Now from there you go up HD to 350, 4K 700. So I guess depending on how bad you need a way to capture, and with DSLR cameras, and how much of this can be of use for you, that's going to be kind of the determining factor there. But anyways, I'm going to download the free version, and we'll be back after I get it installed, and we'll give it a shot, see how it works out. Alrighty guys, without further ado, I am in the program now, vMix Basic version 23.0.0.54, at least at the time of download. The download wasn't very big, about 370 megabytes, give or take a few, so it was a quick download, and install was a breeze. I did have to sign up and register on their site to get the free code to input. But other than that, and an optional codec that you can download that looks like it adds some functionality with VLC, that's kind of the only other thing that they throw in there for you. So, at this point, let's go ahead and verify a few things. So if I click on settings, I will see the, the directory for the video capture, at least where it's going to place the files as it writes out to them. So we're set up there for user documents. It looks like it creates a folder and then places them there by default. Size for the free program, I'm not going to be able to exceed this resolution, and we're running about 29.97 frames per second, I believe, is the maximum on this. So that's just kind of a default, with this version. Now, the other thing that we can do at this point is add an input. So there's a list of inputs, similarly to if you're using the OBS capture software, which is what I'm using here. We've got video, DVD, list, camera, so on and so forth. I'm going to choose desktop capture, and we're going to do a local desktop capture for my display one. So it's going to throw that over here on the right. We're going to see a kind of an infinite screen loop if you look closely. And basically just what we're doing here. Now there is a slider for basically transitioning and things like that. You see at this point you shouldn't see anything on the actual capture, so if I were to look at the video I would be seeing this. So that's what that slider kind of does, and you can bounce back and forth between two different screens here. So that is a nice feature. Now the thing to note is that if I were to record right now and produce a video, the output of the video file is the resolution that it says it records in. So unfortunately, when I thought at the beginning of this, my thought process was, okay, well the camera output's going to be that size, but in all reality it's not going to capture anything and output it to a size that's bigger than the resolution that we looked at in the settings. So unfortunately this does provide enough limitation for me that I am not going to do any further testing with my DSLR camera. So at this point I am going to purchase a webcam, because I think that that's going to be better than paying $150 just to get standard definition with more features, or even more than that, for 1080p. So, but anyways, thank you for watching. I hope that this helps you a little bit. In my opinion, helps you in your decision. All right, take care.